Hey there, welcome to my psychic studio. Won't you come on in and join me for a cup of tea? Let's drink to you and find out what's going on in your teacup, and also pull a few tarot cards to see what the month has in store for you. So my name's Stella Wilde, and this is my lovely assistant Ariel, and both of us, we have a mission to bring you the intuitive information you need to manifest your wildest dreams. All right, Virgo, we're going to get into your reading. I am sipping from this delightful brew. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Tuning into your energy. So I'm going to be enjoying that cup of tea as we pull some tarot for your month ahead. And then I'll be sharing your teacup with you, Virgo, to see what else is going on for you. So let's get into it. All right, let's see what we have for you. Virgo, what is going on for your month ahead? September, Virgo. Let's see, Ariel's concentrating. All right, we have a Page of Wands and we have the Star. Wow. So there is some beautiful fresh start energy here involving a major healing in your life, involving some sort of situation where you're finally feeling that you are on your destined path in some way. This could also be involving an Aquarian. This can also be involving a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But there is a new strategy, a new initiative, a new movement forward to heal, to grow, to expand your consciousness, to just feel like you are on the next big journey of your life, which you are. And, you know, there could be also here with this Page of Wands that you're taking a step in a new direction, like you're resolving to yourself. It's your year ahead. It's your new year, right? It's your birthday time, that you are not going to let yourself hide away in the shadows anymore, that you're going to put yourself out there, the Star. You're going to let yourself be seen, especially with some certain sort of special talent that you have. And you're going to make it known that this is my year, right? This is my year and what I'm going to do. And I'm going to excel and expand and have just an amazing birthday year ahead. So that I think is on tap for some of you. But this is definitely like, I feel like you have made a resolution to yourself to put your best foot forward and to move along with a lot of hope and positivity. You might have had a little bit of a talking to with yourself, a little bit of attitude adjustment. I think you may have also been really counting your blessings lately and really understanding that your jug here is half full and you can replenish it anytime. All right, so let's see. All it takes is a little bit of your own mindset shift, and you can replenish that jug and see it as half full anytime you choose. Here's your 7 of Cups. So you have some new hopes, new dreams, new goals for your year ahead. Birthday time, 3 of Cups here. And wow, another wand. Okay, Queen of Wands. So here's what's really interesting about this energy. I think you're going to be feeling very proud of yourself this month, Virgo, with this energy. Because you're really, like I said, going to take steps toward making a new dream come true for yourself. You have some new ideas, new initiatives about your life. And I think that a really sincere wish that you have could come true this month by the full moon in Pisces, especially if this wish has something to do with your relationships. Because the 7 of Cups is here, which is, of course, number 7, I always think of this card as relationship house as well, like, you know, hoping, wishing, dreaming for the relationship. So the full moon in Pisces is in your 7th house of relationships. So, and here for me, 3 of Cups is Pisces energy. So at that full moon in Pisces, you may get a very healing message that makes you feel you're on the right track. You may get a very beautiful affirmation that somebody indeed cares for you quite deeply. That's very possible, whether friend or, you know, possible paramour. Also, there is the sense here of some sort of course, it's your birthday season, right? Celebration, joy. Make sure you do honor yourself and celebrate in some way. It doesn't have to be a blowout party, but in some way that you take some time to kick back, listen to music, be with a few friends, enjoy yourself. You deserve it. We all deserve that for our birthday, but in the current situation and trying times, but especially I know you like to work hard and you often don't think too much about yourself. You're always giving to other people, but it's time to allow other people to celebrate you. All right. So allow that. But there's a very sincere wish that could manifest here that you would be very, very happy about, especially in personal matters. There could also be, with the healing energy of the star, there could be a reconciliation with somebody who, there's no bad energy here, but maybe somebody who has been away for a while. The Page of Wands, they could have been off on a trip or traveling, or maybe they got stuck somewhere and you haven't seen them in a while. It's possible a romantic reconciliation, but I don't feel that as much. I feel it could be like an old friend, like you knew for a while with this Page of Wands here. And they were off doing something and they come back. You reconnect with them in some way. I think this over here is more like, again, you get a real sincere wish granted of somebody explaining their feelings about you. You are showered with love and, it's a very healing thing. And with this Queen of Wands here, this is very interesting because this is also you. Queen of Wands is like very proud of herself because she's assertive. She goes after what she wants. This is also you feeling proud of yourself to start going after some new dream this month. And especially by the third week, you should have something to celebrate in terms of your own agenda, your own to-do list that you checked it off and you started, Page of Wands, you started the first steps forward, Virgo, to make something new happen in your life. A lot of this has to do with your life purpose. The energy you're heading toward. This is always like North Node energy for me. So there's some sort of new soul purpose, soul journey, and take that as you will, whatever that means for you. And you're going to be feeling very empowered by taking the first few steps on this new path. And you could also be having a very passionate, Queen of Wands is passionate, some sort of passionate healing affirmation from somebody in your life. No going back in the closet, Virgo. Okay, none of that. You're not hiding away like Ariel back there, all right? You could have some sort of passionate declaration and passionate connection. Also, with this Queen of Wands, there's a lot of passion, fire, love, joy, celebration going on here for you, Virgo. All right, so the tea I'm drinking is called Paris, and I will leave a link to it in the description. You can get it on Amazon. This is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money and everything, but it's really good. I didn't have to put any sugar in it. I didn't put any cream in it. It's just the straight tea. It has such a delightful, light flavor. And I am tuning into your energies, Virgo. And then what you do is you swish this around. So I'm going to finish this cup. You can see it's getting down there. I'm going to finish the cup, swish it around, tap it out on the saucer. And then I'll be back. I'll be back with your coffee, with your teacup. So you can, of course, reference the photos that I have on the side here, but let's get into analyzing your teacup. Okay, the first thing that really struck me about your teacup was right in here. Excuse my nail file, but it's a good pointer. Was right in here. And of course, you need to turn the cup to look at different, for different shapes that present themselves, different messages. This to me looks like two people dancing, but they are not dancing close. You see there's a little bit of air in between them. And there is a big skirt blowing out over here, okay? So what I feel from this is that for some of you, there could be some sort of relationship, because you have to look at everything as a metaphor. Some sort of connection that you would like to bring closer to you, all right? Because I feel like you can see there's a space in between. So there's a relationship you'd like to bring closer to you, but they're moving too fast. And so it's like either you are moving too fast or they're moving too fast. Like the situation is too fast, so it's not allowing for a natural rhythmic progression. It's like a whirlwind, but it's it's not bringing you close. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? It's, we really get close to someone like on a deep level over time. And while whirlwind situations can be very exciting, and one may find one gets swept up in those things, they don't always mean you get to know somebody on a deep level. So there's something here about that. All right. Now that's not bad or anything, but that just says that, you might, and because you have your skirt, this is what it looks like to me, your skirt trailing out over here, like you're flying, like, it's kind of like, what was that show? Bridgerton. It's like Bridgerton, right? It's like you're dancing and your skirts are flying. Although the Regency dresses were a little more narrow. They didn't have those big, like crazy hoop skirts, but, it's like your dress is flying. So maybe you're the one moving very fast, Virgo. It's possible. So without this connection, there could be somebody's moving fast because they're afraid of getting really close from a heart space. You're still touching, but even so, there's a gap in between. So maybe this relationship will grow. You might consider slowing it down a little. I mean, that's up to you. We know from your tarot reading, there's a lot of passion going on. And I said there could be some sense of somebody really explaining how they feel about you. I mean, that's possible. And again, this does not have to be romantic. It could be in some other type of connection. But that's something to think about. We also have the letter. It looks to me like a J. We have the letter J on the moon. You see right here, it's the letter J. Of course, I'm reading it my way. It looks reversed. Sorry about that. But we have the letter J on the moon. So emotionally, you could still have somebody with the name, beginning with the J in their name in your heart, whether first name or last name, or they're top of your mind. It does not necessarily connect it to the situation on the bottom of the cup, but that's possible. Also, because this situation with the two peoples on the bottom of the cup, it could be something that develops within the next month or two, all right, from when you watch this video. The J here on the moon, this could be that you're thinking of that person. They're in your heart in some way, of course. Maybe that's the Page of Wands. You reconnect with that person. That is possible. It's very interesting. We have, let's see, where else do we want to go here? We do have some, I don't know if you can see that. We have some stuff on the heart over here. You can see the light. The heart. We have one bird, and then we have one bird to the right, and we have. That's interesting. I'm not really sure what that is, but the one on the right is definitely a bird. Actually, it looks like the bird is going to be flying onto that twig. So I think, somebody, it could almost looks like a hummingbird to me also, going to a hummingbird feeder. So there may be some sort of very joyful, heart-centered energy, but also with the actually it looks more like a hummingbird than a bird. The hummingbird, throat chakra. So there is something about expressing your heart in some way this month. But also notice we have some things on the cat next to the heart. The cat is very much about being independent. So, there may be some things going on to really sort out, Virgo, with ways in which you want to be independent. You may have to tell one person, hey, I would like a little more freedom and flexibility in my life. A little more independence. This could also have to do, it doesn't, have to necessarily do just with personal life. It could be in some other way. Also could be in your financial life. I mean, that's possible. Your business life, apply the energies to your life, but you may need to, you may be wanting to express that. It's interesting because one of the little pieces here looks like it's one of the eyes of the cat. So you may be seeing your situation only from your vantage point. You may not be seeing it from the other person's vantage point, which is fine. But you may want to perhaps consider how the other person might feel with this declaration of independence you're making. All right. If you need more space, you need more breathing, you need to do your own thing. They're like bugging you too much, or, something like that. And also, because we don't have two eyes on the cat, you may want to make sure that you are seeing your situation fully and clearly. Same thing. The thing under the cat's eye almost looks like a bunch of whiskers. So we're seeing like half the cat's face, which is interesting. The other thing, a cat can sometimes be, as much as I, love cats, I mean, in symbology, they can sometimes be a two-faced friend. So one of the things you want to be careful of is that either you or somebody else isn't being, showing just one face to you, right? Showing their good face, but meanwhile, their other face that you can't see is somehow, wreaking havoc or something in your life. Because we do have a little bit hanging out on the snake over here. So there could be something you discover about somebody who's not trustworthy. All right. Now, the other beautiful thing we have here is we have a lot of energy here going on with your luck, with your horseshoe. So, and it's pretty much to the top of the cup. We have 3 little dots of tea leaf here, which can mean 3 little pieces of news concerning money, like some sort of little money luck. Like, it could be, I mean little too. Like you win $5 on a scratch off, like that type of thing. All right. It could be you get like a really awesome deal on something, or you get a $25 rebate from something you purchased. It's like something like that. So we have those things, but then we also have a trail of luck, as you notice. So something starts out very lucky for you, and then it accelerates, okay? It accelerates for you. So you could be on a little bit of a lucky streak this month and even into next month, because that is pretty big here that goes down. But one of the things is, because this streak goes into the area where the snake is, there's somebody who could be jealous of whatever bit of luck that you do have. So you could find, luck, it can just be that things flow well for you in the month ahead. Like you feel like things are on an even keel. You feel good. You feel lucky, right? Okay, so we have that. We also have a couple of things on the cross here. So you're definitely heading in the right direction with some sort of important endeavor in your life, which is very good. We know that also from the star card. And the other thing, let's just talk quickly about, and even under the heart, you have a little bit there on Jupiter, and it looks like a coat to me, honestly. It looks like a coat on Jupiter. You may need to buy yourself, might be lucky for you to buy yourself a coat or a jacket this month. You could get a really good deal on it. Jupiter could give you an opportunity to get something you've been wanting for a while at a really good price. That ties in with your luck thing over there. All right. And it's usually a good idea to try to buy yourself, something nice around your birthday anyway. On your saucer, I'm just going to read where some of the energy really collected. And the energy collected very much around your energy, but also very much toward the end here and onto the Libra side. So right on the cusp of the end of your birthday season and the start of Libra season, there looks like there's going to be some sort of, I think there's going to be a lot of work going on for you. This is a big, big pile of work. It also looks a little like a broom here. So there could be, if it's facing this way, there could be a lot of cleaning, tidying, just a lot of work on your plate to get your house ready for something. It's very, very possible that's going on there. Okay. So Virgo, thank you so much for joining me for your tea and tarot. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with this energy. I would love to know. I'd love to hear what you think of the tea and tarot reading, since it's a brand new feature on my channel. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Happy birthday. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.